Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Rikishi recently opened up about wanting to see Jacob Fatu feud with a popular Raw star as WWE heads into the WrestleMania 41 season. The wrestling legend pitched the idea of his son Jey going to war with the Samoan werewolf. Fatu's stock has been on the rise ever since he signed with the Stamford-based promotion and joined the Bloodline. He hasn't lost even once in singles competition and is, in many ways, even more strongly booked than Bloodline leader Solo Sikoa. As such, fans have been waiting with bated breath to see when WWE puts Jacob Fatu in a marquee feud as the WrestleMania 41 season approaches. On a recent episode of the Off the Top podcast, Rikishi opened up about wanting to see a feud between his son, Jey and Fatu. He added that the rivalry must be a deeply personal one, with the Samoan werewolf pushing Jey to the limits, going as far as putting his career in jeopardy. The WWE Hall of Famer thinks the feud could eventually culminate at a grand stage like WrestleMania 41. Run some type of storyline with the werewolf Jacob and just really get deep into that storytelling, Rikishi said. I'm talking about head to the hospital and just something where you think it's a career-ending injury for Jey, and out of nowhere with just working hard in therapy or whatever that is, it's like that Rocky movie coming back. Finally, when he gets back, it's that WrestleMania moment or Royal Rumble moment which goes into WrestleMania and they go from. I feel they can have an A+ match amongst those two. I think it'll be a great treat for the fans, WWE Universe, to be able to watch a dream match like that. H/T Wrestling Inc. It's also worth noting that Jacob Fatu's first singles match in WWE was against Jey back in November, where the former emerged victorious. WWE legend Rikishi shares advice for Jimmy Uso. Elsewhere in the same podcast, Rikishi advised his other son, Jimmy Uso, who sustained an injury at Survivor Series 2024, to take care of his health. The former IC champion confessed that though Jimmy might have slowed down compared to his younger days, he still had the same hunger to succeed. My advice to him is to continue to lead, continue to take care of himself, and stay healthy. I see my son, and their bodies are starting to, it's a little slower getting up. It comes with the business. But they're still in good spirits. He's still in good spirits, happy to be able to embrace this time with the new family members that are up underneath this tree. His work is still not done, said Rikishi. It remains to be seen if Jey, Jimmy, and Jacob Fatu get involved in the tribal combat between Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa on the upcoming episode of WWE Raw, as it promises to be another important chapter in the Bloodline saga. The wrestling world thrives on rivalries that tell stories, and few storytellers are as passionate as WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi. Known for his charisma and family ties to the iconic Anoa'i wrestling dynasty, Rikishi recently voiced his thoughts on a potential feud that could electrify the WWE universe: Jacob Fatu versus a seasoned 39-year-old superstar like Kevin Owens. Rikishi, speaking in a recent interview, explained why such a feud could become a defining moment for both stars and reshape WWE's creative direction. The suggestion comes at a pivotal time when WWE is integrating younger talent with established names to create fresh and exciting storylines. Jacob Fatu, a standout performer in promotions like Major League Wrestling, MLW, has been a dominant force with his ferocity and raw athleticism. Known for his Samoan heritage and relentless in-ring style, Fatu has often been compared to his cousins Roman Reigns and the Usos. Despite his undeniable talent, Jacob has yet to step into a WWE ring. Jacob has the heart and talent of a champion, Rikishi stated. He's been making waves outside WWE for years, and it's time the biggest stage in wrestling brings him in. What better way to introduce him than against someone as tough and versatile as Kevin Owens? Rikishi's endorsement carries significant weight, not only because of his legendary status, but also because of his understanding of what captivates fans. Kevin Owens, a 39-year-old veteran with a reputation for being both a brawler and a technician, embodies the perfect foil for Jacob Fatu. Known for his ability to adapt to any opponent, Owens has feuded with some of WWE's biggest names, including John Cena, Sami Zayn, and Roman Reigns. His ability to tell a compelling story in the ring makes him an ideal candidate to elevate Fatu. Kevin is a fighter, Rikishi said. He's not afraid of anyone, and he brings out the best in whoever he's in the ring with. Jacob needs someone who can push him to his limits, and Kevin Owens is that guy. Rikishi believes the clash between Owens' experience and Fatu's raw power and agility could create a dynamic feud reminiscent of classic rivalries like The Rock vs. Stone Cold or Bret Hart vs. Shawn Michaels. If WWE were to bring Jacob Fatu into the fold, the storyline possibilities are endless. Rikishi proposed a scenario where Fatu debuts as an enforcer for the bloodline, initially aligning with Roman Reigns but gradually becoming a wildcard. Imagine Jacob coming in as part of the bloodline, but his motives aren't clear, Rikishi said. He starts helping Roman but slowly begins targeting other members, causing tension. Kevin Owens, having a history with the bloodline, steps in to call out Jacob's actions, and that's where the feud begins. The storyline could weave personal stakes into the narrative. Owens, having been betrayed and brutalized by the bloodline in the past, sees Fatu as another threat to the locker room. Meanwhile, Fatu, eager to prove his dominance, takes on Owens to solidify his place in WWE. The feud could kick off with an intense backstage segment. Kevin Owens, in his trademark sarcastic style, confronts Fatu after witnessing him attack a fellow wrestler. Owens' sharp words ignite a fiery response from Fatu, who shoves him into a wall, setting the stage for their first in-ring showdown. Their initial match could take place on a premium live event like Fastlane. The match ends in a controversial finish, perhaps a double countout or interference from the bloodline, keeping the tension alive and leaving fans clamoring for more. As the weeks progress, the rivalry intensifies. Fatu begins targeting Owens' allies, showcasing his destructive capabilities and backstage assaults and ambushes. Meanwhile, Owens, driven by pride and a sense of justice, refuses to back down. The feud reaches a boiling point when Owens challenges Fatu to a high-stakes stipulation match, such as a steel cage or last man standing bout. Rikishi suggested these matches to highlight Fatu's physical dominance and Owens' resilience. These are two guys who won't quit, Rikishi said. You put them in a cage or a last man standing match, and you've got a classic on your hands. One of the most compelling aspects of this feud is the legacy it represents. For Jacob Fatu, it's about stepping out of his family's shadow and carving his own path. For Kevin Owens, it's about proving he's still one of WWE's elite, capable of elevating new talent while maintaining his own status. Jacob has a legacy to uphold, Rikishi noted. But he also has to show the world who Jacob Fatu is. Kevin Owens is the perfect guy to bring that out of him. The WWE Universe has already begun speculating about Fatu's potential arrival. Social media buzz suggests fans are eager to see how he would fare against WWE's top stars. Many have echoed Rikishi's sentiments, expressing excitement about a Fatu-Owens feud. I'd love to see Jacob Fatu mix it up with guys like Owens, Rollins, or even Brock Lesnar, one fan tweeted. He's got that Samoan Savage energy, and WWE needs that right now. The culmination of this feud could lead to a WrestleMania moment. A victory for Fatu would cement his status as a legitimate WWE star, while a win for Owens would reinforce his role as one of the company's most versatile performers. Regardless of the outcome, Rikishi believes the feud would be a win for everyone involved, including the fans. This is the kind of story that brings people to WWE, Rikishi said. It's about passion, pride, and proving who you are. That's what wrestling is all about. With Rikishi's public endorsement, the ball is now in WWE's court. The potential feud between Jacob Fatu and Kevin Owens represents more than just a clash of styles. It's a battle of legacies, personalities, and the future of WWE storytelling. Whether or not WWE listens to Rikishi's plea, one thing is certain: the prospect of Jacob Fatu entering the WWE ring has fans buzzing. And a feud with a star like Kevin Owens could be the perfect way to make that dream a reality.